Gadol Elohai, Shiruki Gadol Elohai, Kol echad yireh, Ki Gadol Elohai. Shalom from Israel, the Tel Aviv airport. I thank God for this journey. His presence was continually with me and Michelle as we had a blessed time, and more testimonies to follow. But surely the word of the Lord is true that Lerot B'tov Adonai Be'aretz Chaim. We shall see the goodness. I'm confident of this. We shall see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. And here we are, waiting to board the flight back to UAE. And this initially, the way I was introduced to this travel agency was a miracle. And then when I made up my mind for the trip, there were no seats, so it was only possible to join this Christmas Holy Land trip if two people had dropped off. So otherwise it was, they said there's no chance. But I prayed to God. I said, if you've put this in my heart and if you brought me to this advertisement to see it at this time, Lord, if it's your will, then you will bring us there. And miraculously, seats opened up. And as of 11:11, I got a proper confirmation that we can book, but we had to make arrangements for our own ticket directly from the airlines, which I did immediately on 11/11, that's 11th of November, 2022. And the blessed part of this journey was that even the seats while booking, I got 11A and 11B, both to and fro, which was another blessing. And there were two dreams, which I have dreamt, and I have proof of one, where I had seen a very unique building with flowers on it, bunch of flowers hanging from a building with glass on it. And right as we entered Jerusalem, that building was there. And I have proof of this in the sense that this dream, I got it on 30th of March, or 29th or 30th of March, 2021. And on 30th of March, I had shared my dream with my spiritual dad. And, in that dream, as I was laughing and looking at the building, the lavender flowers, they kept multiplying. So I had shared this dream, and for reference, I tried to Google and see if there are buildings like that. So I found some building which I shared a picture just, to say that the building looks something like this. And right as we entered Jerusalem this time, we saw a building like that. That's the only building that we found in the area that we were passing. So it was one of a kind. And also when we were going through the Passion of the Christ, at that time, after we finished the whole Stations of the Cross, the Passion of Christ, while coming out, I was walking with my daughter, and while walking, suddenly I was reminded of the dream that I had, where I was walking with her, and in my dream, I'm telling her that I've seen this place before. And right enough, as I remember the dream, I was telling Michelle, I've dreamt about this. And then there was, the surrounding that briefly I remember, and there was someone in front of me walking. So in the dream, right enough, there was somebody in front of us walking, and that person happened to be someone we met, who also miraculously, their family got a seat for this trip, the way they were introduced to the travel agent. So God had planned this in His perfect time and season. God's promises are according to Jeremiah 29:11-12. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. And I've seen the hand of God continuously in our lives. So here to testify His goodness, and just before the trip, I got a sudden like an asthmatic attack, and 3 days I had to, morning and evening, I had to go for a nebulization. It was just a regular cold and flu, but it was with asthma, which was very strange. I've not had this like, but thank God, just before the trip, I was healed, and there was nothing else to worry about. And the whole journey is so blessed. Now, we also prayed for a rainbow, a sign of a rainbow. And I said, Lord, I've come to the Holy Land. Show me a rainbow. And the whole trip, I forgot about it. But it was raining yesterday, the whole day. And, we went to the Western Wall and everything. So on our way back, entering to our hotel, suddenly someone in the bus spotted a rainbow. And just, that's immediately I turned and I saw a rainbow. Now, this is the first time I'm seeing a real rainbow in real life. Of course, we've seen pictures and videos, but I've always missed a real rainbow. But in the Holy Land, in Jerusalem, I actually saw a rainbow, and I had asked the Lord for a sign of a rainbow. And I thank God, I got to see a real rainbow in my life. So that's another testimony. Then again, my daughter wanted to collect acorns of a particular size. And while we had the Christmas service, the Mass in the Shepherd's Field, we had the midnight Mass and the morning Mass. So for the midnight Mass, we had seen some pine cone trees. And, the trees and evergreen trees. So it has a nice significance. So I wanted to collect some pine cones for me. And I know Michelle wanted it, my daughter. But then even I like these things. So I told the Lord, when we entered, Michelle was asking, Mama, find me a pine cone of a good, shape and all that. So I said, don't worry. I said, maybe the Lord will make it available for us, not just for us, there will be like bunches or many pine cones fallen for us to pick up. And right enough, as soon as I made that statement, in a few minutes, we take a few steps, maybe less than a minute or so maybe. And then I spot a nice pine cone. I tell Michelle, pick it up. And right beside there was a whole twig with a few pine cones in it. So I said, Michelle, look at that. And told her pick it up. So we picked that up as well. And I have pictures. I just took a picture of that, which I can share. There are so many things. I'm sure more testimonies will come out of it. But I wanted to share just a few things before that. So I thank the Lord for His goodness, His grace. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. Shalom. It excels His day. It excels His day. Merry Christmas from the Shepherd's Field in the land of Bethlehem. It's also the land of Boaz. Hallelujah. Shalom.